Let me tell you a story. Back in fourth grade, for the first time, I had a teacher that I actually loved to learn from. It was the most fun experience in the world to learn math, English, history from this teacher. And this teacher, man, like she was the best role model for me, like ever. Previously from that, I had teachers that would like just yell at you for no reason if they were in a bad mood. And moving to Canada for the first time, like halfway across the world, and getting a teacher like that and experiencing a new culture, that was like shell shock for me. But this teacher really helped me through that. And I really got along with the students there as well. My classmates were incredible. They were super kind. They were so down to earth. They were truly loving. They weren't like the spoiled, snobby kids I had grown up with. And so when I came to this school for the first time in fourth grade, I was like, bro, life is amazing. Like, I didn't know people could be this nice. And I just really opened up in that school. It really changed who I was. I used to have a hard heart, like, full of insecurities. I used to get bullied a lot. And then when I went to the school with no bullying, man, that was like life changing. And I realized there was another side of life, right? Another side of life where it's possible that people can be kind to you and you can see the power of kindness. You can see the power that, like, how being down to earth can really, like, bring you closer to someone else. And the power of, like, the community. Our school was tiny, bro. It was one class of 20 people per grade. And it was only from, like, grades, like, kindergarten to grade 7. And so me coming into fourth grade, I was, like, dead smack in the middle. And everyone just welcomed me. And I felt that way for the first time in my life. Fast forward to sixth grade, I become really close friends with a lot of these people, man. I feel like people that would be brothers for life. I come to know the community around me, like, the place, like, it's my home, right? School became my second home, basically. I even enjoy being at school more than being at home. So when I heard that we were having internal family conflicts, and like some scary things going on, man. As a 12-year-old, I didn't understand the significance or the weight of the situation at all. All I understood was mom and dad are like angry at the world or something, and there's like been issues, and we're gonna have to go away. We're gonna have to go far away from this place. And when I heard that, I was devastated. I didn't know why. I didn't question why, because you're 12. You just follow the flow of your parents. I didn't know why we had to move. But there was just this pang of like both anger, frustration, like, bro, this is the first ever like community that I felt like I've ever been a part of. And now you're ripping me away from them. I also felt like immense sadness because it was like, damn, bro. This is so disappointing. Like, I'm going to miss these people so much. I'm probably never going to see them ever again. Because once again, like, everyone graduates from that school from 7th grade because it's a primary school. They're all going to go to different places, maybe even around the world. I'm never going to see them ever again. And so when I got the news that we were moving away, that was 3 months before we did. I had 3 months to come to terms with the reality of the situation. I buried my head in video games, buried my head in junk food, tried not to think about it. That's when all the bad habits started. As we moved here to Hong Kong, I struggled to find a new community like that. It's a very different culture. The school that I went to, people are not as down to earth. But eventually, you know what? I did make my way around it. I did get to know people, some incredible people, some brothers that I consider to be friends for life, but probably won't because that's what I say every time and they never last. But I've really come to find my way around the school. And I've began to really love the people around me here. Really open up to them and realize, like, man, there's incredible people everywhere. And I really love my school here too. Like the culture, the community that we've built up. And guess what? In 3 months from now, I'm leaving. And not because of family conflict. Not because of any external factor outside my control. But because of my own choices. I chose to chase a dream, and I have to get out of here to chase it. But the fact remains the same. Yesterday was my last day of school. And I feel the same emotions that I felt when I was 12. It sucks because even though I chose this path for myself, I chose this for myself, man. I'm gonna leave my family alone, go halfway across the world, into the middle of nowhere, on a mountain, in an all-boys boarding school to chase a dream that has no guarantee of actually actualizing. Courage, right? Yeah. Courage. I'm scared as fuck. But the emotions that I feel are the same, and that's what I want to talk about today. As I was walking home from school yesterday, my last day of school, with my signed shirt from everyone's like autograph and everyone's like dumb drawings on my shirt, I just told myself like, hey, this moment only has the significance that you give it, right? Like, moments in time like this, days like this, you deem as important, as meaningful, as valuable because it's the last day or the first day or some meaningful kind of like, you give it the value that you put on it. And that affects your perception of it. However, I was really just trying to mask the pain that I was feeling again. Mask the pain of my 12-year-old self. Because I was feeling the same emotions and I didn't want to face them. I knew I was going to feel nostalgia after. I knew I was going to miss these people. I knew I was going to miss everything. And I knew, like, despite all that, I have to go. And nothing can stop me from going. But even then, like, I still feel the hurt, you know. I'm going to miss it. And I think that's part of human nature. If you can't handle change, you're not going to thrive in life. Because change happens whether you like it or not. Whether you want it or not. And so I was telling myself, like, hey, all these people changed my life. Every single person that I've come into contact with has changed me, influenced me, impacted me in some way. And there's this little voice in the back of my head that instantly snapped at me. No, I was the one that changed myself. I did it all for myself. I did this all. I built this. I built everything that I've learned, all the pain that I've went through, all the lessons I've learned over the years. I learned it. I built it for myself. And then immediately it hit me like, the moment only has the significance that you give it. No, that's not necessarily true. While it is true if, like, it's your perspective, but that doesn't change the significance of a moment. It only changes how you perceive it. And while there is power in that, I think there's a sign of weakness in that because I was running from my emotions. I was running from feeling the pain. I was running from the pain of saying goodbye for the last time. And I think it's time I really embrace that. Not just for me now, but for my 12-year-old self. That little boy is still there. That little boy is still missing his old childhood friends, bro. And he's never going to get that back. And I'm never going to get my time here at this school back with these incredible people that I've met. That's okay. Because an end to something is a new door that opens to something else. And the fact that I'm chasing my fears and I'm aware of these at 17, I feel like that's a good thing. I don't care. I'm not going to be humble, bro. I'm going to boast about this. Like, I'm tired of being humble, bro. Being humble is like... Yeah, that's a different topic. I feel like I misunderstand what being humble really means. But that's besides the point. I gotta chase my... Not just chase my fears anymore, man. I gotta chase my pain. I gotta feel the emotions and let me feel it. So I can deal with it. Not only that, but use it and grow from it. Change will happen no matter what. I'd be graduating next year anyway, and we'd have to say the same goodbye. I'm just chasing it sooner. And what greater way to say goodbye than to say, I'm leaving you guys, whom I love so much, to chase a mission, a purpose, a dream. I'm so blessed. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. I used to have to cry like that, to shine like this. Okay. What are you hiding from yourself? What emotions are you hiding from yourself? What pain are you hiding from yourself? What are you running from, bro? I used to think I would never hide from my emotions. Still do. But I would have never picked up on this until like I really thought about it and gave myself a chance to think about it. So you need to give that opportunity for yourself too. And as always, I have a free Telegram, first link in the description. It's basically daily lessons and advice from me. If you want to hear the daily lessons that I pick up, it's right there. I think you'll find it interesting. And as always, if you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Get after it.